Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in. Just setting everything up, getting everything ready. Come enjoy some chill music as we prepare to do the main story quest. Hello, Ribby Frog. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the resub. I really appreciate it. I am good today, for the most part. I got to chat to some friends and catch up with some people that I haven't been able to catch up with in a while. And I got to have some fancy tea and danishes for breakfast this morning, which was great. With my fancy tea set. How are you today, Ribby? Oh, well, I'm glad you could pop in. I appreciate it. Just so everybody knows, I readjusted my schedule. Hopefully it works better for me and I can actually stream more. I still need to adjust Sunday and Monday, however, so stay tuned for that. Those are my just chatting lives, and that should be really exciting for any who tune into that because I got new backgrounds done and made by Nail You Art, and they did some fantastic work on those backgrounds, so I'm excited to use those for my just chatting. I just haven't had the chance to use them yet. They got done like a couple of weeks ago and I still haven't had a chance to use them. So hello, hello. Welcome in, Bojack. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome in, welcome in. I promise I won't keep you guys waiting too much longer. Just a couple more minutes. Oh, that's fair. I hope your dailies go well, Perk. Hopefully you guys can hear the music just fine and it's not too loud or too quiet. I had to adjust some of my audio settings. Oh, really? Really now? Is my mic really that quiet? Oh boy. Ribby, you. I still don't know how old you are, so I can't say for sure if it's because you're old or not. But somehow I doubt it. uh, I am so happy to have you all here today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know you have busy lives. Okay, okay. Let's get started. Ooh. So at max level, apparently there are 10 dailies. That's a lot of dailies. we're gonna go do the golden saucer first. I don't think I've done that since the cactpot ended, so bad on me for not doing that, but whatever. They get turned around. Do the mini cactpot first, like always. The bitch better give me something good because I'm a little bit tired of not getting good shit. I of course know that it's just by luck, but ugh. Mmm. Well, that's a bummer. That was really bad. 36? Damn. I'm never gonna make it. Yeah. I'm not much good at them either, Ribby. 72. I just gotta believe. Uh, Something. Let me tell you. Well, definitely going with that, because that's 10,000 right there. Hardy, hardy. I think Bojack just gave us good luck. He manifested it. Okay. Um. Oh my god. Didn't win anything for those, just the consolation prize. That's okay, though. We're gonna do some random ones this time. And then we're gonna do 1313 because that is my lucky number. And that's the one I always do. Bojack, you're fine. Yeah, the big jackpot requires some, like, manifesting magic right there. Like, true manifesting magic. I think that it's stupid that you can't go to Karthus. But okay. We shall go to Gridania. And then teleport to Karthus. We are on cold receptions. So we just got here. And then I attuned to the Aetheryte. So we haven't even done our first mission yet here. Oh, I have to level think. For the fate. I just felt like doing it because this other person was doing it. Thank you, Bojack. Yes, I bought the werewolf ears for Zia because she's supposed to be a kitsune, so she needs the big ears. Needs big ears. I wonder where. Okay, there it is. Ludva. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durandare? And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ah, how absurd. As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The holy see of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Alone have mercy, are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I am on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hells is that knight I sent on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of her house Durandare, as is mine. So we should explore. He's not that far away. Oh my god. I can't jump to save my freaking life. Being a healer, man, takes forever to fight everything. That's okay, though. If it wasn't for you, miss, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Spit. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. I must say, I didn't exactly expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, miss. We are a proud people beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologers to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Admeli, or Edmel. Ah, the lady come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludois be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forlmort above. Around the staircase we go. So many stairs. I would die climbing these stairs. Straight up. No, absolutely not. Have you been any inkling what it is that you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it would change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between Southron nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Hallone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk. Certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Fromort. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Gullamy. You honor us with your presence, sir. The lady was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durandair's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Carthus 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Carthus. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to the temptation and deviate from your course. I was not aware that you aided House Durandair in that fashion. Thank you, madame. Nonetheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Oh my goodness, thank you, Bojack, for the subscription. Much appreciated. You did not have to do that. But I love having subscribers, yes. And I love all my followers. You there, madame. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologer. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of the Ixal in that vicinity. You would seek out this astrologer and confirm that he is well. It would be a great comfort to me. Sure, I suppose I can do that. Oh my goodness. I can't walk today, apparently, you guys. My character is just doing whatever it wants. Oh, shoot. I should also equip my robe. That is better. Oh, that one's in a hunting log. Let's kill this one. Nobody spiked my tea. I would have liked that, though. That would have made for an interesting stream. For all of you. What? I do not spike my tea myself. Oh my goodness, Ribby. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope that they might leave again before I froze to, wait, who are you? You are not one of our knights. A man of House Durandare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, madame. Dude, he is full of himself. Well, no thank you at all. Fuck you too. I didn't ask for that. Some attitude. All the way back up the stairs. Hope she's happy that I aided her friend. I hope she's actually thankful because he sure as fuck wasn't. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers of our knights face every day. Ah, but you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honored bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium's record. That is just as well, for there are other ways you may locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portlane for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Well then. So we play politics.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch.
Oh, okay, I suppose. Thank you, Taylor. Nice to have you in, by the way. I didn't see that you were here till now. Your lurk is welcome. Also, I'm really bad because I just have Coke Zero next to me right now. So, no actual water, you guys. I'm being bad. You caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your trouble. An introduction to the other high houses? I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you. But while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? Now, I understand that you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a woman of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On an off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Holignart, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. Wretch. Okay. Ooh, my back just popped. Apparently that was needed. Thank you for that. I need to fix my running again on this character, apparently. I fixed it on my other character so that I could run away without backtracking slowly, but apparently I have not done it on this character. So instead, I just back up slowly and it impedes me greatly. There we go. Yeah, the legacy movement. I fixed it. Maybe that's why I was walking funny, because I was used to the legacy movement and now and then it was doing standard and it was fucking with me. You can't help me learning how to walk. Wow, Ribby. So rude. You know, what if I got injured, okay? What then? You wouldn't try and teach me? You'd be sad. uh, have you good tidings to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? God bless ye, friend. It's all here, every last. Ah, but wait, that chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells. That's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nonetheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your ship being manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me, a draconian rosary, in the possession of Lord Francel? Yet perhaps this is not too difficult to fathom. House Hillianart is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, miss. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I most strongly advise against associating with House Helianart. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Frenthal is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Halienart for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of the Edelweiss, and he will know you for a friend. Now go. This is such a big map. Yes, you look as though you have something to say, do you? Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket? Or are you happy to meet me? Really? That's the. Oh my goodness. Game is getting dirty, you guys. I just kind of skipped over this on my other character, so I wasn't reading anything. What what was the question? What question? What? Where was the question? I didn't see the question. Or are you saying the guy didn't answer the question? Oh yeah, no, he didn't answer the question at all. I see Sir Carliot has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Carthus since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt, this will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship? I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your query. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Hartchefant of House Four Temps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. To Camp Dragonhead. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself, but enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes, the letter may mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Carthus before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events. For while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartano, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Four Temps. As you have doubtlessly realized by now, the High House of Ishgard, House Four Temps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it will be quicker and more efficient if you make inquiries of your own. Lady Nine of mine House Four Temps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also Cravelin of House Hilionart, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information that you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologer of House Durendare yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Four Times. Do not concern yourself with House Decimal. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. Oh? I guess I can't go that way. I was hoping to do, like, something. But I guess that is not the way. Alas. Do, do, do. Why, hello, good madame. Was that an airship you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Luckily, no one of House Four Times does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Halionart have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Go back this way. Yeah, indeed, such a warm welcome. At least warmer. It wasn't fantastic, but it was better. Alone grant me strength. There must be some way to. Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Hernschfant? I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Halinar into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Yes. So I feared. I don't want to fight that, actually. I changed my mind. Yeah, for sure. Very Arctic like weather. Mm. Gather you have been busy since last we spoke. Lord Hetrofant's missive was positively glowing. But if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, madame, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time Inquisitor Gallium arrived in Carthus, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Hushfant wishes to waste his days chasing after a long lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Well, fine then. Somebody has attitude. Stupid politics. Man, fuck this area. By your continence, I take it you did not learn anything of use, nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Carthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard properly provide more pertinent information. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravonian horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Yes, because the stupid idiot decided to get in trouble. Bit off more than he can chew. Hmm. Who goes there? Zia? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Heard the beast cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe. Bless you, miss, bless you. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Halionart if we cannot even slay a single Aevis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, miss. House Halionart will remember your kindness. Can you figure out where the other person is? Run away. Okay. Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming. Mm. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Halionart that yielded the still vigil to the horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence till my dying breath. What did you find at the Still Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Gallium has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name and by association yours. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself rediscovered. If you would please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Reichman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Carthus, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Just running around every which way. Hmm. Aye, someone tampered with shipments. Fury strike me down if all of them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lass. I'm a House Halienart man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters that were bringing the shipments did it, though. I know most of them that work the trade routes, and I've never had a cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Eh? Could it have been the fellows that were responsible for the inspections? Huh. Ishgardian knights and inquisitors, a lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Brim Front this eve. You might consider having a word with them. Beg your pardon, you suspect that we porters have been planning draconian rosaries and Harz Halienart shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. But that's impossible. Once the knight at Brightburn Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Petrofant, I will not be held accountable for this. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Bregman have to say? More draconian rosaries in every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Halinart's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise Helone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. From the very first, I knew it could not have... Whoa. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Halinart were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Bergie. Tell her that House Four Times asks, nay demands, that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. What is it, my child? Lord Hutchafrant would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Gallium presides over Lord Francel's trial, at which drop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Helone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. They have taken Lord Francel to witch drop? This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Zia, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to witch drop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Gallium in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. Hail, Zia, as you see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor. But if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Oh boy. Okay, let's do this shit. Josine Charlemagne Francel de Halienart, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers, these charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravonians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service of in service of the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for him alone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Hallown's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their dragon forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Four Times, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we have come on behalf of Lord Hatchafant. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Hetrofand has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of the Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Hetrofant arrives, Sia, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Oh boy. Oh, dude. That was scary. I almost just died. Okay, then. just will not target. There we go. It was not targeting who I wanted it to target. Okay, Dragneel, no problem. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of the House Halinard. Have they used you and your followers to sow discord, Inquisitor? So set brother against brother, and we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man, what proof do you have of this? By the Fury, a draconian rosary when the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights, this has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Hetrophant. I will withdraw my charges against Lord Francel pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Carthasia. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. I mean, he had to burr up his butt. Lord Hetrophant, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You are too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you would have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Halinard. Praise Helona, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. A raid? No. No raid. Just headpats. Headpats are also okay. Let us quit this place, Zia. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. You look well, Zia. May I say what a pleasure it is to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. Thus Hortense and House Halienart shall never forget your service. Now let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. How quickly the commoner's opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Carthus several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it just so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the stone vigil in the far northwest. The garrison most certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. The Lord Hetrophant is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Yeah, I did just throw rocks at them. It wasn't that skilled. Not that skillful at all. Oh, so you have at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil? Ah, perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of the House Durandare. I will write a letter to Lord Drillamont of White Brim Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys, Zia. May Halone guide you. Right, it was up above. Wonderful to see you again, Thea. If there is anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that there was too close once in an outpost held by House Alienart. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravonian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillamont. Nonetheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The Cravens who attempted to destroy House Halienart have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless will still harbor great hatred towards us and towards you now as well. White Brim. That will take a while to run over to. My little chocobo, Fleetfoot, is not as fast as I would like him to be. Yes, he is trying his little wee heart best. You desire an audience with Lord Drillamont, do you? Ha, I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. What do we have here? Letters from Lords Harachant and Francel, is it? A likely... Oh, you're serious. What to do, what to do? Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillamont's attentions are solely focused on the stone vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Elabois. Yes, Sir Elabois can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Well, fine then. Sir Brundier bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillamont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head Chirurgeon asked Didion, who did not... Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Yes, welcome back, Dragneel. I hope you didn't overdo it. That you're being kind to your body. Yeah. Nice, nice. Oh, well, that's not as hard on you then. I hope. Are you here to visit a patient, madame? What's this? Letters of introduction from House Four-Tenth and Halinar. With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Lord Gardeneau. He should know Lord Drillamont's current whereabouts. So convoluted to get anything done. What reason have you of barging into? Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Drillamont is just upstairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Durandare as a whole, does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. Sir Gardeneau permitted you passage. Very well, speak. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be here. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? We are the scions of the seventh dawn, Lord Drillamont. You know our name, and you know our deeds. We are here. We have come to Carthus to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, their ship of Master Sid Nungarland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive, but that's impossible. Indeed, it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as Lord Drendendare marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in white brim front with three mysterious strangers? Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and two scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these three seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed this murmurous farce. You three will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. Yeah, Bojack. Fair enough. Excuse me a moment. It could be moons before House Durandare purges the dragons from the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid is Zia. We must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillamont's trust. Understood. I was distracted by coughing. You, the last responsible for that commotion upstairs. Word travels fast in the White Rim Front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillamont's mind. If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens and respects the opinions of those under his command. Maneuver the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How do you ask that's easy? Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contained no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightly beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. Wouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Danafen Pass and take this bottle of vinegars. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. Thank you for the lanterns. misclicking. Gotta love that. Yes, yay. Thank you for the petals. That is funny. It didn't work, did it? I thought that it was an idiotic idea. Oh dear, remind me to never wander near mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. And he wrote, this should only take a moment. I'll just need you to do this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here and up above. You there, lass. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Mwahaha. Yes, yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. We ought to at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this god-forsaken waste. Is that a fresh cooked steak? Hallow's blessings be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Ever must be trained to maintain our skills at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate what House Durandare must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, hey? But I've forgotten about the hardworking Shurigans at the infirmary, so rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking the steak to Sonoda? She's doubtless to be preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend her own. Ah, yes, fetch quests. I don't mind them that much, though, to be honest. Like, could be worse. I beg your pardon, madame, but I am busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. Is that sniff sniff? Come to think of it, it's been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I will eat the rest right away. May I have a word with you, Zia? It concerns the Cherigans. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient emblics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories. Since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. Well, then. I am not going the right way. I keep getting confused as to where the exit is. There's one over there, and I think this one's it. That is part of the fate, though, so I don't know if this will actually work. It did. That's good. I am so not completing the bait, but oh my goodness. Okay. Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. Yes. What an amazing device, but is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder where the kindly stranger bearer of gifts, wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at cost. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Why does that man detest us, though? It is all because we. Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Before we can persuade Lord Drillamont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Gallium that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Carthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of White Brimfront. Share your findings with Alphinaud in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Inquisitor Gallium? Yes, of course I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to White Brimfront several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in darkness pitches black, or black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Gallium rescued me. Carrying my unconscious body to the gate, I owe him my life, madame, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. Inquisitor Gallium, I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. We have learned of your deeds at Witch Drop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. Under Inquisitor Gallium's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly, righteous man to protect us. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halion's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. Shiver. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill suited to this climate. I realized it soon after your arrival, but paid it no mind, as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me that you have been busy making inquiries, yes? I should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect that he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtained, Sia. Mayhap they will provide insight into Inquisitor Gallium's motivations. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness and that he saw outside the eastern gate. Yes, the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we arrived in White Man Front, we've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply the Inquisitor came from north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That lies not but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Jalot is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. Can't remember where the. Oh, there it is. On my first character, like, it took me forever to figure out where the hell to go. Oh my goodness. Okay. You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Ugh. Ugh. Take a sip of my drink. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe that you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Gallium. Newly come to Carthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? So why this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Zia, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Oh no, kitty nap. For those of you that don't know how kitty nap works, um, I steal a kitty and then I take pictures and I put it on the Discord. So let's steal a kitty. And then post it to the pets uh channel. Christopher got kitty nabbed onto the couch where I gave him belly rubs. EB. It has been posted. To the pet den. You just wanted to see what it was. That's fair. That is fair. Casper be an EP boy. I hope you guys enjoyed that little moment. He's a good boy though. He was enjoying those belly rubs. You saved up your entire allowance for that? Yeah. Uh, since the Lord Drillamont has already been returned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will serve as to convince him of our claims. Will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim, this mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Drollant with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nonetheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the enterprise. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else that you wanted? The Inquisitor is an impostor. Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that is all a lie? If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Prunilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here, but I will never speak against a man who saved my life. You. I do not believe I know you. Madame, move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it, not at all. What, do you doubt my words? Away with you. I will suffer your slander no more. Questioner, you know, don't you? Fury take me. I prayed this day would come. When Sir Gelant gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravonian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killing him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets that I had never told another. He said that if I kept my his confidence, Sir Gelant and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. Then at last I agreed to his terms. The man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Gelant to the infirmary, and on his first night to the White Brim front, Inquisitor Guillaume was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drillamont, wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threat, and so I did nothing until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he had kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of White Brim front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Halienart, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Helen, forgive me for not acting sooner. Yes, yes. Crazy lady going along with shit. Oh, wait. What am I supposed to do? Did I go the wrong way? Okay. Yeah, it's outside the port. I forgot. And now I go upstairs. Ugh. Quick break, you guys. Sorry. Okay, I am back. Thank you, thank you. The Watergate would not hold. I've been dying to say that for some reason. Just because it's silly. One of these streams, I was like, I'm gonna say that one of these streams. I'm gonna get up the courage to say something. And make a joke about it. Anyway. I'm a goober. Yeah, thank you, Bojack. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you free access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. There had better be a very good explanation for why you are carrying these rosaries, and where did you find this papal encyclical? I can never say that word very well. Anyway, Fury take me, the Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, Zia, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. That thrice damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hell's take him and his Dravonian allies. I am told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Zia. Together, let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. I need to get more food, but I keep forgetting. I could be getting more experience. I knew that one of them was gonna attack me, so Let's see if I can actually do this. Good to have you with us, miss. When Lord Drillamont arrives, we are to confront this Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we will need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? Yes. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Hallown's halls. Only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Hallown. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My lord Drillamont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain. I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Gilliam and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Grave allegations indeed, but you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drillamont, my conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence. Ha! All are complacent in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drillamont, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Trevanian Fang and Claw. Frozen. Oh, I hate these guys. Well, that almost ended horrendously. Shit. Fuck. Okay. Ugh. I knew I was gonna die. I struggled with this the last time I did this. Thank goodness. Well, I did it that time. Ugh. My glamour is dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. Cough, wheeze. Ha ha. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and that when you are dead, White Brimfront shall fall. Fight to the last. Leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves not better. Azdia, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you were reunited with your heirship. But this is not the right place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at White Brimfront and bring your associates. Oh my goodness. I called it before. But okay. Where have you been, Zia? The false inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, he was a tale always like the end in bloodshed. Though you have become the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the enterprise. As I am sure you will agree, it is past time we entered the stone vigil. Pay Lord Drillamont a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Gallium would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand. But we must understand, but you must understand, it seems too much to hope that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn still live, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your air. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate if you would permit us to enter the stone vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, yes, of course. It is the very least I can do given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravonians that now hold the ruin. In part, yes, I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers' garrison at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravonian foothold in Carthus, from which we have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change, or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Drillamont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathalain of your impending visit. May Helone guide you, Scions. Well. Oh. I am intimidated um, by this dungeon. Somebody told me that it's really hard on healers. I haven't even done it on my main character yet, so the fact that I'm doing it here is like, usually I like to do stuff on my other character first. Hail Thea, Lord Drillamont has appraised me of the situation. You may enter the stone vigil whensoever you will. I'm doomed. I'm doomed. Yes, if only you were here, Bojack. Ugh. Or if Ty was here. Ugh. My stomach is turning. Oh my god, that was really fast. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Thanks. I'm a little bit worried still. Ow. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. That was a little too close for comfort. Ooh. God, my palms are so sweaty. I'm not tacking as much as I would like because I'm just like being very cautious. Oh shit. Fuck. Fuck me. I mean, I died, but yeah, almost had it. Hmm. Look, it's the Enterprise. Yes, just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. Woo. So exciting. It's a pretty one, too. The dragon is not our concern. We have come for the airship and only the airship. So that you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare it for launch. Yeah, you'll stay here and keep an eye on the beast. If it wakes, we may need you to provide a distraction until we are ready to depart. Can you manage that? I suppose. Shall we, Sid? Of course, he's gonna wake the dragon. So you mean to slay Garuda next? Interesting, most interesting. And you are aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of your previous primal conquest, a testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers. Vixel are nothing if not zealous. In spite of your past achievements, I labor to believe that you will best this foe. Yet only a fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, slayer of Ifrit, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of the Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, the battle should at least make for an entertaining spectacle, assuming, of course, you live that long. Oh, but no, the dragon. Confound it all. Let us see how your blasphemous gifts serve you this time, Crystal Bearer. Yeah, no, I noticed he wasn't doing wall to wall, but I noticed he was still pulling a lot, and yeah. Well, that person had a heal. Shit. Fuck me. What did I do wrong? What happened? Jesus. Oh, well, it got done. We didn't have to reset thanks to me dying, but I feel bad for dying twice. At least nobody else died, I guess. Ooh, another crystal. And one more to get. Dia, are you alright? Speak to me. 12 be praised. I feared the beast had injured you. I see now why the others rated you so highly when you were caught in the midst of that ferric bubble with the dragon. I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. I have quite enough to do already, which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go and see what he has to say. What say you, Sid? Will she fly? Yes, though it will not be a pleasant ride. Well, I dare say it will be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state. But if she will allow us to quit this place, I shall not complain. If all are in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Though I would like nothing more than to set course for the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. This is also familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... Bah, it's no use. Let's go. Oh, how I have longed for the more agreeable climate of the Tweleswood. Yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Ashgardian jaunt proved quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair and primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? Nope. No rest for it. Just 1 minute, guys. Or maybe not. This cutscene. Yeah? Calms me to look at her. It's as though I have been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising. You did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seed Seers have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would be rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Gerudo, lest we forget, grow stronger by the hour. If we are to have any hope of wresting this benighted realm from her talons, it must needs be soon. Though I am no expert on the workings of airships, it seems plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. In given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. I confound it. There must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements, but of course, that's it. We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battery. I see. You propose to utilize the properties of a crystal to alter the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems so childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Zia, we speak of the manifestations of over-aspected ether that may be found throughout Eorzea. Since the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents, such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe as they are known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. The point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wild aspected aether, compromising Gruda's barrier, into ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise would be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Garuda blows. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All of this rests upon our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might, a scholar by the name of Lambertant, who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, Marquise met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or for more of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was as a result of these conversations that Par Marquise was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Zia, I need you to return to Thanolin and seek out this scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Well, well. I think that is it for today. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was a blast. We got a lot done. I really wanted to get that dungeon done, so I'm happy that that got done. Thank you, Dragneo. You too. Have a good day. Bye, everyone. Much love.